Hello, y'all. Good day. Welcome to the DJ Nice With It YouTube channel. Today we're going to do part 2 of a 1 and 2 part series. The first part we actually got Maschine put in the Pro Tools via 64-bit. That being said, we needed to be able to use Blue Cat in order to get the 64-bit version of Maschine into a 64-bit version of Pro Tools, because this is an answer for a lot of people that was having this particular problem. So I just decided to put together this 2-part series. We've already done this. We've already got Maschine in the Pro Tools at this point. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually route Maschine to other inputs for recording purposes. So we're going to be able to track it up. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into things. Please, y'all, just real quick, like everyone else says, please hit that subscribe and like button, and for notifications, hit that bell as well. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into the good stuff and get ready to do what we do. All right, in the previous video, I went ahead and I added 7 audio stereo tracks. As you can see, the input on those stereo tracks is set for microphone, and I am on the microphone. That would be the channel that I'm using if I was recording vocals. However, we want to track out the instrumentation, samples, and other things that we have in Maschine. So let's go ahead and jump into that and get started. The first thing you would want to do is you're going to want to change the input of the audio. There's the interface, which is the mic. Of course, you can route it out to a bus, but we're going to go into the plugin. As you can see, the plugin is the Blue Cat's Patchwork Synth Instrument Insert. That being said, we're going to go over to that, hover over that, and we're going to change to Patchwork Auxiliary 1. We're going to take Audio 2, Patchwork Auxiliary 2, and on and on and on and on. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Change Audio 4 to Auxiliary 4 under Patchwork. Auxiliary 5 for Audio 5. Auxiliary 6 for Audio 6. And 7. Now you're saying to yourself, why 7? That's an odd number. The actual instrument itself is using track 1. That is very important. When you see me hit play, that is the default for track 1. So that is actually being used by the instrumentation itself. Under normal circumstances, it's like you think it would be 8, but it's not. With that being said, take in mind the default will make you have to change to an offset. What I mean by an offset is when you want to put something in Patchwork Auxiliary 1, you're going to need to choose channel 2 in the Maschine in order to do that. When you want to put something in Patchwork Auxiliary 2, you're going to need to choose channel 3. So it's going to be one off, but let's jump into it, and it'll probably be better explained once you see me set everything up. So we're going to open this up. We're going to come in here. Normally this would be on sample right there, but you're going to change it into the macro area where you're going to have the inputs and outputs. So when you go into the output, right now we're currently on this track. We're on track 1. I can say destination 2. And we're going to stop right there. So destination 2 is for that right there. I'm going to hit the record and the I button. And that is going to allow us to monitor what's coming through the patchwork out of 2 from the Maschine in the auxiliary 1. So let's see if it works. All right, so we successfully seen that we were able to track external 2 into Patchwork Auxiliary 1. That worked fine. So we're going to continue to track out everything. We're going to leave the drums actually in the default, which the default is group. And group is always going to play out of the instrument instrumentation in the track 1 of the patchwork, which is the default instrumentation group. That being said, let's begin to finish tracking up some things here, and we're going to begin recording the tracked out version of this particular song. So here also, let me move this out of the way. I want this track to go to external 2 as well. I want this to sit by itself in external 3, which is going to go to patchwork 2. I want the strings in 4, going to go to patchwork 3. I want the bass to be 5, which is going to be, of course, patchwork 4. I want this rise to be 6, which is going to be patchwork 5. So in this particular instance, I'm only going to arm and monitor these particular tracks right here. I'm also going to play it and test to see if everything is coming out. Let me move me out of the way. Let's play and see if everything is coming out. So my bass and my rise my bass came out of 4 and my rise came out of 5. All right, and so we have the drums muted into, well, we have the drums in track 1, which I'm satisfied. I don't know if I want to track out the drums, but the good thing about the way this is set up, you could track out later on by just changing the inputs. I could change this input to Blue Cat 4 and have things come out, retrack it back and forth, just be retracking it. So that being said, I got everything out the way that I want to have out the way. Let's see what happens if we go to record and see if everything tracks up the way I think it should track up. And I think it will. All right, so that's enough of that for now. I said I wanted to keep this short. Please hit that like and subscribe button. This is just a demonstration. I'll do more on this particular capability and track up in the future. But for now, this gives you an idea of how to get Maschine into Pro Tools and then begin to track it up. Just a sample. I don't want to be too long-winded. I promise y'all I don't want to be too long-winded. Try it out. Add comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you like it. And don't forget, hit that subscribe and like button. We're going to have some other tutorials, some good video clips of how to do some things for a home studio that'll expand your game to a professional studio level. Peace out, y'all. Till next time.